Breathing in, I connect with the sound of the bell. Breathing out, I let my body relax. What does it mean to relax my body in this moment? To give my neck a little bit of a check-in. So check-in, inviting you to check in with your neck. Check in with your shoulders. Your hips, give your hips a little wiggle. Your fingers, a little wiggle, rub them together. Feel the sensations on your fingers. Feel the sensations in your toes. As we ground ourselves in our body, as we explore trusting our body in this moment, what's going on. Noticing the complex of what's going on in our body, including our senses, what we see, what we don't see, what we think that we can straighten. A little bit of such a great segue to the topic for today is awe and impermanence, and this like letting go of the sense that I can control really very much of the world. Just gives me such a sense of awe. I can control how straight my necklace is or not, but it probably just ends there, I have to say. Because I'm a planner by nature and I plan things out and I just like, and then I go, wee, it's like everything is so different. Have you ever had that experience of like, you plan things out and it's like, wow, I just did not envision them looking like this. So right now I'm engendering awe, right? That could engender fear, actually, that could connect us with fear. And if that comes up, please take care of it with tenderness. Like there is this an imagined fear that we can control. There's imagined fear and there's real fear. There's like the imagined fear that we create with our mind, and then there's the real fear of like, oh, there's somebody with a knife at my throat and my life could be in danger. I don't know if you could tell the difference. But the awe is how much we can check in with right now that is so impermanent, that is so changeable. I have this idea that I can predict stuff. Do you as well? And in this moment, I'm kind of laughing at that. I do it because it's important to to stay in contact with my needs and make sure that my actions are at least in congruence with what I'm longing for in the world, what is important to me in this life. And how those needs are met or unmet changes so quickly. And the awe is the slowing down and just watching, accepting that maybe. If it's hard to accept, giving yourself some tenderness, whether it's a stroke on the cheek, whether it's connecting with your heart. Certainly there's so much in our worlds to grieve. Let go of what we cannot control. And I don't know if you can look, if you see behind me or not, if you're looking at my screen, but the sun's coming up. And And the grief is that it's not coming up for everyone. And it's in the middle of the day for some people on this car listening to this recording, and it's the end of the day for others, for sure, for those in Taiwan. And um, I'm touching in the awe that the sun's coming up, and I get to see it. And that gratitude is real right now. The awe of the beauty that I see that in the background. I'm not looking at my necklace. I'm not looking at these weird light earrings that I have. Checking in with awe and engendering that, enlivening that, because that connects with my life energy in a very, very deep way. That's a value I have, a need to have, a sense of awe and wonder that there's something way bigger than me. So my invitation to you in this moment is in the next breath, connect with something bigger than yourself. It may be something in your environment. It may be the realization that there is a whole lot that we can control in our world. We could, clean off our counters or straighten up our email or something like that, right? Kind of like these little things. And then like the awe of the big picture. The awe of that, if you can hear that heron in the background. No idea what he's saying. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but it's morning for them as well. So breathe into that relaxation in your body, grounding in your body, grounding in your breath, in this moment, in the beauty of this moment. You may feel, man, I have no idea why that's getting me this morning. I'm just like, I get to see the sunrise. Because interconnected in every moment of awe is the grief for all the beings in the world that do not get to see the sunrise. And to allow both to be here without pushing it away, without trying to smile or rationalize my way out of it, gratitude my way out of the grief, because they're interconnected. Soon as I touch into the gratitude of I get to see the sunrise, I get to be on this call with you, I get to be surrounded by community that are listening to this. I mean, I have to say in my best nonviolent fashion, what the fuck? That's what I say with this sense of awe and wonder. How is it that I'm so lucky to see the sunrise? And how lucky that I can feel there's a kind of like a contraction in my face, in my throat, going down to my belly as I grieve all those in the world. As I hold them all with a sense of awe and gratitude and grief. So I keep on coming back to awe and impermanence. Acknowledging that the emotions that could come up with that could be fear, like wanting to grab on, right? And I invite you to give yourself tenderness for those parts of yourself that want to hang on. want to invite you to give that blessing of awe to our beloveds silently if they're grieving. Please, none of these epiphanies. I also invite you not to share your epiphanies with ones with intense emotions, because that's their experience. That's their experience. And give your loved ones the blessing of trusting that awe and trusting that impermanence. As we also offer that as a blessing to our neutral friends that we'll see throughout the day. Maybe we'll can feel that in our own body, just as a way of offering that to people in our surroundings. We don't have to offer that as a fix-it for our people we see. We can just feel it in our own body, that sense of awe, and acknowledging how quickly things change when we least expect it. Breathe into that movement in our body and our eyes, how it can go so quickly from expansion in my smile to a sense of contraction, just like my breath, right? It can go to that expansion and contraction. Track it, follow it, appreciate it, at least one time a day, right? And then as we offer this blessing to the people that we may define as those difficult people, give them some compassion, because God knows, do you want to be defined as a difficult person? I know I don't, and I'm guessing that I am to certain people. So, as we give all beings in the world this blessing that we're giving to ourselves, feel it in your own body. Say, may all beings benefit from our beauty of needs, this gift of gentle love for ourselves. May all beings benefit from our practice, experiencing awe and being able to flow with impermanence that changes. May all beings benefit from our practice.